Welcome to another episode of Footy. I am back. We are back. We've got a bit of a juicy lineup for you today. We've got CapeScouser, aka Kieron, aka Scapegoat, aka Mr. Liverpool himself. I mean, he's wearing a full Liverpool cap today again. Oni as well. We did check socks. He's definitely here to represent. And then, of course, we've got Jaybird.
I'm back, guys. I'm back on the screen.
Yeah, his voice.
My voice is not back, though.
Yeah, he just needs to down some honey. But everyone that's in the chats, welcome. We are keen to hear what you have to say because it's going to be quite heated. Kieron, how's it going, bro? Introduce yourself there and have a chat there.
Thank you for sharing my government name on stream. Let's just get it out there. Guys, CapeScouser back. Thanks to these guys for inviting me back. Obviously, hope you guys are well.
Wait,
can
I just start with a very controversial thing? So off camera, right? This guy, Mr. CapeScouser himself, asked me, Justin, who is currently the best player in Europe? And I took a few guesses, like maybe maybe Cole Palmer. And Bird, guess what this man says?
Konate.
Gravenberg.
Oh my! Oh, he said that last time. He said that last week.
According to CapeScouser, Gravenberg is the best player in Europe right now. Can you justify that, please, sir?
Of course I can.
Of course you can.
Of course I can. So, you look at Liverpool, right? First 9 games under new manager. Everyone said, this guy, no experience, nobody's heard of him. Beginning of the season, people wanted Gravenberg to get sold. They were like, what has he done last season?
That's dumb.
So now you look at this season, bro. 7 Man of the Match awards out of 9 games. And that's Premier League and in Europe. And then you just go to the international stage. I mean, the guy's doing it on the international stage as well. He's the most consistent.
Yeah.
So let's do a comparison. If he was English, if his name was Jude Bellingham,
150
he
million.
would be hyped up exactly
I agree with that.
at 150 million. But because he's Ryan Gravenberg, he's playing for Liverpool, he's Dutch, he's not getting the same hype.
Yeah.
Who's been more consistent than him, realistically, since the beginning of the season? You're going to say Lamine Yamal.
Okay, so wait,
Easy league, but it's an easy league.
May I?
Yeah.
So you saying he's the best, right?
Currently.
But then, is this based on just consistency, or is he the best player in Europe currently?
Current
is that
form.
what you're saying?
Current form.
Alright, Jaybird, I know you
So
wanna
each
jump
player goes through a phase. Remember last season, we had Musiala, then we looked at Florian Wirtz, then we looked at
Gravenberg.
You know what I mean? So current form over the start of the season, if you take club football, like domestic football, European football, international.
And it's not you being biased, right?
No, he's shown the most
Yeah, so
consistency. He's literally showed the most consistency. He's been consistent in the Champions League.
Okay.
He's been consistent in the Prem and for.
Okay, but the thing is, look, him and Liverpool has not been tested yet. Yes, I sound like a sheep right now. Him and Liverpool hasn't been tested yet.
Who have you played?
Who have you played, bruh?
That's the same question I'm asking Liverpool supporters. Who have you played? Right? So it's very early in the season, and yes, on start is off to a brilliant start. But if you're going on consistency, right? Then I'm gonna bring in another biased opinion and say that Trossard has also been consistent.
Yeah.
And Trossard,
Duran
be higher than that of Gravenberg. Duran is scoring on the big stage.
Man, it's the best super sub we've ever seen, ever.
Gravenberg, Europe.
Okay, so then we look at it. Then like you're saying, Trossard. Yes, I agree with you. 100%, he should be starting regularly in that Arsenal team. The guy is a beast of a player. Duran should be starting. We spoke about this last week when I said he's not starting because Ollie Watkins is English. Ollie Watkins is now playing in the England squad. He needs to be playing, right? Villa don't want to lose Watkins. There's clubs like Arsenal, Liverpool that are sniffing around Ollie Watkins.
Yeah.
Right? He's going to play. So now you look at Ryan Gravenberg. Who's the competition he has at Liverpool? Ryan Gravenberg wasn't the number 6 at the beginning of the season. He's taken on the role and he's excelled. And now you have legends of the game like your Ruud Gullits, your Ronald Koemans. Those guys are talking about those brass performances and saying, Van der Vaart, they're all saying, and I know they're all saying,
I know.
Look here, this guy's showing now what we saw when he was 16 and he broke into the Ajax team.
But look, we're not disagreeing on what you're saying. best in the world right now. It's a bit
On
crazy.
current form,
It's a bit wild to say that he's been impactful for Liverpool, and the only clip that the only moment that I can say no, I rate this guy that's coming to memory now is in his international contribution that he gave. But
that
I mean,
pass is mad,
he
bro.
he hasn't really been, you know, in terms of, you know, you obviously looking to it as a Liverpool supporter, but he hasn't really been lighting the world on fire because, again, like David said, he hasn't been truly tested.
Yeah.
He hasn't played. You haven't played a top team, and you can't count United in your form as, you know, a top
Yeah,
team.
you can't at all.
So time will tell,
so let's
but
go
definitely a good shout.
Yo,
Definitely a
Calvin.
good shout.
if you're
Yo,
gonna-
Bruce Calvin says looking fresher than United's backline.
Oh yeah, shout my guy to
That
take care of
backline.
myself. Let's have a quick look at the top. Or let's just look at the top, right? So we've got Liverpool leading. We've got City second, Arsenal level on points, and then of course you got Chelsea and Villa hovering in the fourth and fifth spot. Is this what it's going to look like at the end of the season, Mr. Scouser? Do you want to change anything in there?
No, I said it last week and I'm going to stick to it. I said that if Liverpool shows this consistency all the way into January, right? Arne Slot received the team, which everyone is saying was Jurgen Klopp's team. He hasn't received reinforcements yet. If we are still second or first come January and he reinforces the team and he gets that centre back, he gets that left back, and he gets that number 6, why can't we challenge for the
There's
league?
a lot of ifs involved there, bro.
But I'm saying,
Too many.
I still think the depth is
it's
gonna
ifs, right?
gonna
It's
have
ifs, but it's realistic ifs if you look at it. Arsenal are picking up injuries. I said this last season. They're picking up injuries to key players. Odegaard is injured. Raya, every week it's a story of he might make it for the next game or he might not. They lost Ramsdale. Smith Rowe's no longer there. You can see like 1 or 2 injuries to Arsenal. You have to wonder, are they going to be the same? You signed Marino, played his first game now because he had an injury. So
But
they
the
are
thing-
1 or 2 injuries away from maybe
But the thing
Liverpool's
is-
one midfield injury away
Exactly.
from
But-
being
but-
a mid-table
Yeah,
team.
and-
Do you
But
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he
one
also...
midfield
but
injury away.
that's what I'm saying.
Levenberg's gone. What do you have?
That we have
No.
McAllister, we have
Come
Curtis
on.
Jones that's been doing
We've
a
seen
job.
McAllister in
Endo.
6. We've seen McAllister
No,
in 6.
look, but
He's
look
doing
at-
well.
look
We have
at-
Endo. We have Endo.
just going back to what you were saying now about Arsenal, no? But I'm telling you now, he probably feels this is the strongest Arsenal's been in a long time.
Yeah.
You see
Even
what
though
I
we
mean?
finished second 2 seasons ago and last season we actually pushed City.
Arsenal fans are feeling themselves right
and
now.
we bottled
Liverpool
it, right? We
fans.
bottled it last season.
Did you though? I don't think
Not
Arsenal
last
bottled
season, 2
anything.
seasons ago you did. Not
2
last
seasons ago, yes. Last season was neck and neck, you know, and obviously City's depth is what got them out of what got them the win or what got them the title at the end of the day. But this season, honestly, I feel that this is the strongest that
Yeah.
we've been in a very long time, and the results show. We managed to get wins away at Villa, Spurs, and City without the likes of Odegaard, and we didn't have Rice available due to suspension. So we can afford to take injuries and knocks now,
Man said you
but
got
we
to win
still
at
have
City.
quality in depth. We have a bit more depth now. I think we are good enough to challenge for the title.
I can see like
For sure.
yeah, and it's exciting now to see like Arsenal, City, and Liverpool kind of in a similar kind of like neck and neck in terms of performances as well. You know,
Is Chelsea part of that conversation?
they're gonna be.
Yo,
Not right now. They're gonna be if they're gonna keep consistency now. Then they will be there.
I
But
would
not
say
right now.
they are the team that has the most depth in the league.
Most
bro.
depth.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yo.
no, but
And
they're onto
investment paid
something.
off.
They were onto
And-
something, no?
Yeah.
Because now they're winning in every
Players are
competition.
clicking,
but-
they've got a
That's
manager
down to
that-
the manager, no?
Manager's got a
That's
good style again, and we're gonna keep saying this when new managers start budding. Everyone is starting to mold within the Pep way. Pep has been revolutionary since he came to the Premier League, and a lot of clubs and a lot of managers are, I wouldn't say copying his style, but stealing from the way he
Buying
set up his
into it,
team. And, you don't understand.
Yeah.
And I mean, Enzo comes from Pep as well. He had some experience working with Pep, so.
Oh, toen hij toen
Let's
met
not,
Enzo Fernandez.
let's
No,
not
not
talk-
Enzo Fernandez.
Let's not talk about experience working with Pep because sorry Ten Hag, eh?
You know what? Sometimes people's
I
memory.
forgot about
As
that.
Ten Hag
Ten Hag
worked
at
with
Bayern
Pep
Munich.
Guardiola at Bayern Munich, yes.
Yeah?
Calvin saying David, aka Kurt Angle, City to finish fourth. They can stop with this because clearly you can see it's not going to happen.
So yeah, so
Some
Chelsea.
versatile.
So you agree? If Chelsea keeps the consistency, they can definitely. They should be considered, right?
Definitely.
Based on how they
Yeah.
obviously they started, they got a knock against City. Anyone's gonna lose against their first game against City, but I mean they've shown tremendous
Well, they're ranked fourth now.
consistency. Yeah.
I think
Wow.
the biggest job at Chelsea for Maresca is not to get his team to play because he's got a talented squad. It's the biggest job at Chelsea has always been man management.
Yeah.
Fighting between players.
Yeah.
That's the
Keep the
biggest job.
players happy.
I mean, look what happened with Enzo. Enzo went on international duty. He celebrated. People said he's racist because, and I mean, his teammates are playing with him. His teammates have to come out and, you know, pull cold water on and say he's not a racist. He's not. Yeah, that's Enzo's biggest job. So what Chelsea have done is given youngsters big wages.
Yeah.
They've blown those boys' heads so big, bruh.
And
That
big
manager-
contracts also, 7-8 year
Exactly.
contracts.
That
We got
manager
you for life.
literally has to keep all those youngsters like, look here, you're gonna play, you're gonna get your opportunity. That's what he has to do.
But what I like about what they've done in the recruitment is that they've only signed youngsters. They haven't signed proven stars with big egos, big personalities, and I think the manager is finding that a bit easier to work with this current squad. Because if you have that mix of talented young players with stars, you know, that maybe not performing, that's a very difficult situation. We've seen it at Arsenal with Arteta, when you had your Ozils, you had your Aubameyangs, your Lacazettes, and you were trying to bring through youngsters. It's difficult to find that balance. So Chelsea's got a good deal going.
Yeah, I mean, Siraj was in the chat. He says Chelsea is looking like a top 4 team. And I said this last season and the season before. I said, you guys are critting Chelsea right now, but what's the space? Remember, last season I predicted Chelsea to end above United, and they did that. And I said, bro, they're cooking. Since they're now with this manager also in now, like like before the season started, when we heard that Poch is out, we were like, yo, bro, is that like the right move? It looks like it is the right move.
It's like it's definitely paying off now.
Yeah, bro. So it's
I wanted to ask both of you, and this will be very easy to answer, very obvious answer. But who's been their key player for them?
bro, Cole Palmer, what you talking about, bro?
Monumental, right?
Yeah.
Influential.
Bro,
Without
this man
Palmer,
breaking new
what do
records
they
and
have?
stuff. This man is breaking new records now. The first player ever to score 4 goals in the first half. I didn't know that. I thought players have done that before. I thought there was like at least 1 or 2. Wow, bruh. Like, I'm sad. Now I'm sad. As a City
You
fan.
can take nothing away.
You get
Wow.
Siraj is saying Jabez sounding like Lil Wayne at the Super Bowl.
No, but like, honestly, Chelsea is definitely in the mix. If they can keep that consistency, they're on a run of games now of 3 wins back to back, which is they're the only team
Chips.
currently with that this season so far. So impressive. Do
But
we
are
add
they,
add Villa into the mix as well? They had their, you know,
Villa's
very
doing
good.
stuff now. They're doing stuff right now,
Well,
but I
do they have the depth to compete?
yes, that's what I criticize them still. No? But yo, they proved me wrong now in the Champions League, beating Bayern, bro. That's not. It doesn't go like unnoticed, bro.
Yeah.
That's a big thing, bro.
Yeah,
And Duran to score again.
yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Look, the thing is with Villa, as they go deeper in the Champions League, are they going to be able? Look, they played now, league. There's no League Cup. When they go further in domestic competitions, they go further in the Champions League. Are they
Fixtures.
going to be able to keep the pace?
Yeah.
That's the key with Villa. Like, yes, Duran is scoring goals coming off from the bench. But there's going to come a time where Watkins is maybe going to pick up a knock and Duran is going to have to start.
That's what I
Yeah.
said.
And as a Liverpool supporter, I can tell you now, that is what happens with Diogo Jota. You
Yeah.
can bring Jota on from the bench, he makes an impact.
Yeah.
But the
Start
minute
him,
you start
yeah.
Jota with 2-3 games, you see the
Yeah.
decline.
Yeah,
Not
same
the
with
same player.
Trossard as well.
Same with Trossard,
Trossard,
exactly.
similar,
So
yeah.
what you're seeing from Villa now is, right, you're seeing a lot of hype around him. They're going into the Champions League. Unai Emery, we know, master at European football.
Yeah.
And for that Villa team is going into the Champions League, they know they have nothing to lose. They're not the favourites to win. So they're going to go out there, leave it all on the line.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to the Premier League, it's going to be very difficult.
Calvin says Duran is hot.
That's where it's going to be
Okay,
difficult.
no homo.
I think Emery is a manager
Totally.
though that has experience in terms of squad management
Yeah.
to juggle a team that doesn't really have a big squad around competing in Europe, because he did it with Sevilla. He was very successful.
Yeah.
He did.
Villarreal.
He did do well with
Yeah.
PSG as well, you can say, in Europe.
Yeah.
Villarreal, he did it there as well. So they've got
Yo,
a
look
manager
at
that can
see
handle that.
what Siraj says. Imagine Villa playing a front 3 with Rodgers, Duran, and Watkins. What do you think about that?
Rodgers is not really a front three type of player. You know what I mean?
But
I'd
he's
rather.
playing in the front 2.
I
I
wouldn't
know,
go for
but
that.
I think he's more effective if you.
I wouldn't do it.
I
think
wouldn't,
what-
because
think
then
what
you have to
they're doing
drop
right-
Leon Bailey.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think what they're doing right now, it's working, bro.
It's working.
Don't-
Why
don't break.
why change it up?
I
Yeah,
think
don't
who's
change
the
it up.
player that's been key for them everyone is talking about Duran, everyone is talking about Watkins.
But
But the
Rodgers.
player that's been key, not even
Oh.
Rodgers, bro, the player that's been
Tielemans.
key for Villa is Onana.
Oh, of course,
In that
bro.
whole-
And
midfield.
picking up a knock
Oh,
now
of
is
course,
sad,
bro.
bro. Because
Exactly.
he started, he hit the ground running, and I said this when he was playing at Everton. That should have been a player that Arsenal should have, even Liverpool as well.
Looked into buying.
Should have looked into
Nah,
buying
but-
because Liverpool.
You can't buy from Everton, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
That's-
yes, I get that, but they know that the caliber of the caliber
caliber
of the player.
player.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
That
yeah.
would have been ideal for even for Man United as well. I'm really surprised that he ended up going to Villa. I think it's a good move for him as well because he's still quite young. But yeah, he has been influential.
But-
He's
Nah,
a top
Man,
player.
we know what
Started
Man
out
United do,
boring.
bro. They track a player for 3 months,
Yeah.
sign him, and then they leave him on the pitch.
Yeah, we're not even getting
Shout
to
out
Man
to
United.
Kante.
We have to scroll far down the league to find Man United. Next up, I mean, have you been impressed with Fulham, Bird?
Oh,
What are your thoughts?
almost there, bro. You know, when I started my football career, I was at Fulham, bro.
Yeah, Westage.
Fulham
Shout out
Arsenal
Fulham.
2.0 at the moment in the league.
Pretty much.
No, but
players
nah, they are tackling right now.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to see Raul scoring.
Yo,
and
Jimenez.
Jimenez, yeah. Spinner, yeah, bro. That man had a tough journey, bro.
Do you know
Oh,
what I'm
really
most
easy.
impressed with? Like you can say Raul's picking up. You can say Smith Rowe's obviously hitting the ground running there. But I think a good buy for them is Joachim Anderson.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
He's been a
bro.
proper buy,
Yes,
bro.
bruh.
And I've always
Solid.
admired him at Palace. He's like, at quarterback style, centre back, and it definitely suits their play. And then you've got Bassi with him just to clear up,
Yeah.
do the hard work. So Fulham's got a decent
Because
squad, bro.
they had two big centre backs.
They
not
still got
really ball
Diop as
players.
well as depth
And they didn't really have ball players in the back line.
in the back line.
And now
yes.
they have Joachim Anderson, Pau Torres, those two, bro.
Yeah.
Man.
Now Fulham's got a
But
mad
Pau-
squad, and
Pau
they only
Torres
went
at
to
Willem.
I know, I'm just mentioning the ball playing
Oh, okay,
centre
okay.
backs, you get me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you look at like Fulham now, and you look at their manager, that's the Premier League experience,
Yeah.
coaching at the bottom, struggling with no budget. Marcus Silva's done it.
Yes.
He went, and you know what I like about him? He went down, he didn't leave the job and
Yeah.
come and look for a Premier League team again. He stayed with the club, he learned the ethos of the club, what the club stands, he brought him back up, and now he's getting the backing from the owners. And the backing is paying off.
It's paying off.
It's definitely paying off, bro.
1,000%. I put Fulham in my top 8 for the season. I don't see them
Yeah.
finishing in any European slots. You're welcome to prove me wrong, but definitely I would say like in the top 8, top 9 for sure.
I think I put him 10th or 9th.
I think that signing of
Yeah.
Somerville for them is going to be huge.
Yeah, it's gonna pay off once he starts getting regular game time, but for sure. Newcastle, I've been quite impressed, and this hot and cold, man. I
Yeah,
don't know.
bro.
I think they're gonna pick up a knock this weekend. That's just me being honest. Against Fulham, actually, who they're playing. So
Fulham
that
away.
should
Oh,
be
yeah.
interesting.
You can
Yes,
pull him away.
at the Cottage, yeah. But I haven't been really impressed with Newcastle. What are they?
I don't know what's going on.
What are
there.
your thoughts there?
I actually don't know what's going on there. They have the players, they have Tonali back. I don't understand what's going on there.
I think with Newcastle.
And I mean, they've had decent fixtures. I mean, they drew against Bournemouth. They beat Spurs. They beat Wolves. But obviously they didn't start the season off very well. But I think I don't see them in the top 4, not even in the top 6. I don't know. Did you put them in there early on?
Oh yeah, I put him 3rd, bro.
Nah. I don't see that happening.
Not
There's
now
way too much
anymore,
competition
but I
with Villa and Chelsea also having to be considered
Yeah.
in that. Because I mean, Liverpool's going to finish 3rd. So who leaves? What's 4th?
This guy.
Chelsea.
This
No?
guy. Who's finishing top?
Arsenal's winning the league,
Wow.
my guy.
Wow.
Arsenal's winning the league, my guy.
He said 3rd time's a charm.
It's gotta be. It's gotta. What more must we do? What more must we do?
Yeah, we win the league
So the
since
bottom
being
3 at the
the
moment, we've got Palace, Southampton, and Wolves. Who's your bottom 3 for end of season?
Well, after.
I said it last time.
After
Oh, sorry, I wasn't.
Nah, but after what I saw last week and midweek, bro,
Which one?
United are not far off from pitching up there very soon. And you know what I said in the
United
week? Yes. You know what?
in relegation,
Bro,
not
these
in a million
guys are
years,
backing
yeah.
Eric Ten Hag after that performance and celebrating
Not
that
in a
draw in the
million
week,
years,
bro. Like, okay, I'm just taking a dig at United, but and
But
realistically,
your
my
bottom
bottom
three would be
three would be. I said West Ham. because I don't like how they are playing under Julian Lopetegui.
Yeah,
He
results are not
hasn't
looking
done
that
well
great
when he
either.
was at Wolves. He didn't last long.
Yeah, results are not looking
He
that
hasn't
great.
done, and he spent a lot of money. There's no flow in the team. For the squad that they have, there's no flow, and they literally are. They can go through what Everton went through
Yeah.
when Ancelotti left. Good team,
Mhm.
but there was no gelling, and the team almost got relegated. If you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um,
But I can't see West Ham there. One thing I can say is that Ipswich will definitely stay up. I have a
Yeah.
solid feeling that they will stay up.
McKenna's got him playing good
But
football.
I think Wolves and Southampton deserve to be there. It's probably going to be a Leicester or maybe a record-breaking Everton because Everton's been flirting with
I think
the
they're gonna go
relegation
down.
for quite some time.
I think they're going to go down. Everton will go. If Everton don't invest in January in that squad,
Yeah.
right? I feel like they've got what Everton needs to do now is push through with Sean Dyche. Sean Dyche is a manager that knows how to navigate a relegation battle. And if you
Yeah.
look at last season, it's because of Dyche and his tactics going into the end of the season that got Everton over the line,
Mm.
right?
Agreed.
Realistically,
I agree.
if they do fire Dyche, who do they go for?
Yeah.
Are they going to bring Sam Allardyce back?
I mean, you will set a record for most clubs
At the
managed
moment,
in the Premier League.
I think
He
Allardyce.
currently holds that record, right?
Yeah, yeah.
he
But I
does.
think Allardyce is like no man. You can't go down that route every year. It's a big thing, and it'll be sad because I think they, if I'm not mistaken, they're
Yeah.
the longest serving club in the Premier League.
Let's just run through the fixtures or the results of last week. We just run through that really quickly. Yeah, Liverpool picking up a away win against Wolves. Touch and go, but champions or your champions find a way to win.
Thank you, calling us champions, you guys heard that. This is from a Ghana.
Hey, man,
I respect you for that, sir.
You said that I mean, former champs, and you
Nah,
said
nah,
that
it's true.
you're challenging, so you
That
find a
is-
way to win, right?
That's 100% true. Those are the games that win you the league.
Yeah.
And me as a Liverpool supporter, losing out in a season where we lost one game,
Yeah,
right? And it was due to draws. And it's not just the in the Pep Klopp era.
yeah,
It happened to Liverpool in the Benitez era as well. Lost 2 games, lost the league because of too many draws. When you get a win like that away from home,
yeah.
right, where you see your team is not 100%, but they're still getting over the line.
Mm-hmm.
That is like, yo, bro, you celebrate that like it's a 6-pointer. Because
Yeah, and I mean, away from home.
Molyneux is
good-
not an easy place.
It's not an easy place to go. I mean, we've had some nightmare stories there. Definitely not an easy place to go. Fulham picking up a win against Nottingham away from home. I think that's a very, very good result. Nottingham has proven to be a bit of a tough team to beat.
Don't need to remind me, bro. I was in the
They've now
forest
only
for a
picked up their
while.
first loss. And obviously they managed to get 3 points at Anfield. So good 3 points for Fulham, right?
Just have to throw that in
I had to
there.
throw it in there because who have you played?
Always.
We just spoke about Everton. I mean, yes, they threw Palace back into the mix in terms of.
No, they should have won
relegation.
that game.
They should have won that game. Palace should have won that game.
I think that is the problem with Everton. Like, can we say it's the mindset of the players, or can we say it's the manager? Because you can't consistently every week you have a comfortable lead and you're throwing it away
Yeah.
every single week. It tells me that
They're
that
starting
squad
games
is
very
able
well.
to compete. Exactly.
Yeah.
So is it down to the manager? Is it his changes? Is it his tactics? Or is it just down to the players getting ahead of themselves? Like, look, we've got this 3 points, it's
Yeah.
ours, and then boom, within the space of 5-10 minutes.
And I mean,
Game
well,
changers.
Everton's got a squad that has Premier League experience. So I mean, you can't really argue that you can't really question the players on that. I think maybe it's the tactics of the manager. I don't know what's going on there and what's been going on there, but that first 2 games where you have a 2-0 lead and you drop and you lose.
Yeah.
That's I haven't seen
That's
anything
very
like
bad.
that. So hey, they gotta watch it. But hey, good 3 points against Palace. It's kind of expected for them. Chelsea, hey, a big, massive win against Brighton. Brighton is no slouch this season. How do you feel about that? Is that a good result for them,
For Chelsea,
with Chelsea?
look, we've seen this from Chelsea before. Where last
I
season we
saw
saw
this
it,
coming. Yeah.
but last season we saw it. Chelsea won 3-4 games in a row,
Mm-hmm.
and then out of nowhere, just abysmal form. They go on a run of losing games, and people think like, what the heck is happening? I mean, we saw it under Poch. Is that happening under Maresca now, where they got new manager syndrome? You know, there's a hype around the club.
Yeah.
Once it settles, are we going to see the old Chelsea again? And when I
Nah,
say
I
that,
think like we discussed
onto a
with
good
Bird,
thing.
yeah, they've got. I think their depth will save them this season, and
they
I
got
think
a
they'll be
good thing
compete
going.
based off on that. We've got Serad saying same teams that came up will go down. Everton will survive. Just.
I don't think Ipswich is going down.
I don't see Ipswich going down.
Bro.
The way they're playing and
Even
with this-
Southampton,
Nah, Southampton's gone, bro.
I don't think so.
We're gonna slut them 6-0 today, bro.
Look,
I'm sorry, but Southampton, nah.
if
but
I look at
Just-
Southampton, I'm gonna go back to a guy, and I know people say, it's United, but
yeah,
did you see the way that team played against United? Like if we're talking about Ipswich, they're not getting the results, but we can see there's positives in the gameplay.
100%.
So the same with Southampton, if they get 1 or 2 wins in the Premier League, players get comfortable being
Yeah.
back in the league. Can we see Southampton growing as a team in the league? I do think so. I do think they've got a young coach.
Well, if you're saying Ipswich and Southampton is staying up, right? So obviously we've established Wolves is definitely going down.
Yep. Everton.
And then who's you throwing in there? Leicester.
No.
So-
Yeah, okay.
That's
Leicester.
there's not a lot of room in that little from 10s to 15. There's not a lot of room there, bro.
But I'm worried
Some
about.
good
I'm really
clubs
worried
in there.
about West Ham, bro.
I don't see them getting relegated though, bro.
They're gonna be in that dogfight, bro.
Yeah, but they've got a very good squad, bro. I think that they just need time to.
But they've been on the decline for the past 2
They
seasons.
have,
Remember, that's why
but-
Moyes lost his job.
But the players that they got at the club right now, bro, your Kudus,
City's
your
going-
Quaitas, your
Can we agree on
Oh,
that?
it's so
City
far,
is
but-
going to come in January. With Rodri being gone, City been tracking that guy for 2 seasons now.
yeah.
I can see them signing Paqueta in January.
Yeah, and he looks like he's still Lucas Paqueta, but it's like he doesn't really
He's
have
not
the quality
enjoying himself.
around him because he's not enjoying himself.
He's not
because of the
enjoying himself.
lack of quality around him. He's a player that will find you. That will find you if you make a run.
Yeah.
Whether you're off camera, whether you're out of view, he'll find you. But he doesn't really have that.
I can-
The players he's playing with doesn't have that same end result, man. You put a Jared Bowen through. Chances are he's a 50-50 chance he's going to finish it. Whereas at City, he's going to be racking up assists
And
if he
that-
should go there.
Look, the thing is, if Pep wants him, and Pep has made it known he wants Paqueta,
Yeah.
he'll get him. Especially now with Rodri being injured, City's gonna have to relook at that midfield because
Yeah.
Rodri.
Kovacic has done well coming in there though.
Yeah, he has, but De Bruyne is also picking up a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
So if you can get a player like Paqueta who can play deep, he can
Mhm.
play as a 8 and he can play as a 10.
Yeah.
You sorted, and
Yeah.
I can see it happening for City.
And that is the type of buy City does. Obviously versatility, especially in midfield. Not so much in defense, not so much in attack, but in midfield they respect
Yeah.
all their players. Look at Bernardo Silva, man. He's someone that proved that
Yo.
strength is playing in the midfield is not all about strength, my guy.
Technical.
He is. That's a really is a difficult player to rob of the ball, eh?
Yo, brah, one of the most technically gifted dribblers I've seen.
Yeah.
Like the only thing for me there about him is his attitude. Man.
Yeah.
His attitude.
I don't like him.
Because
Especially
what he
with
said
that
about
comment.
Arsenal.
Just
Bro,
like him and Rodri, like De Bruyne, I respect De Bruyne like 100%, and I think that
Bernardo,
it's proper. But the two of them after that game, like, man.
Bernardo's got no chill, bro. He's got
Come
no
on,
chill. That man disrespect Liverpool on a daily.
Should I just Pep please bring back N'Golo Kante to the Premier League?
I think what Pep has done, with Bernardo, we all know Bernardo to be that right winger,
Yeah.
and to
At Monaco, he was
turn him
dangerous
in-
there, no?
to turn him into a box-to-box midfielder, bro.
Remember, he was playing in front three with Mbappe, bro.
Yeah.
He even played with what's his name? The guy before. He played for United. I can't come to his name now. But yeah, no. The way he evolved him into playing comfortably in a 6 role, like we saw him tested out a few times, a few seasons ago. Wasn't really paying off, but now we see the vision. The man can play anywhere across the midfield, even in the front.
Would you agree with this statement that
Mhm.
the masterstroke of the season was City bringing back Gundogan?
When, funny
Oh,
enough, I'm in many WhatsApp groups for Footy, and when the transfer was sanctioned and it came through, everyone was saying, City's winning the league. That's how crucial Gundogan is.
I think
to
he's so
South Africa.
underrated.
Underrated, my guy. Underrated.
Yo, bro, like I think he's
That's
gonna
a-
be a player now that's gonna be like what Cesc Fabregas was.
Yeah.
People only saw the quality and how great he was when he retired.
And look at him from his Dortmund days versus City. A completely different player.
Yeah.
Completely different contribution to the team. Completely different in terms of his goal threat. Like at Dortmund, he had a bit more responsibility. He was the main vertical guy, but at City, he plays a free role. He doesn't have to defend. He doesn't have to sit back. He doesn't have to move
Even
the
at
ball.
Barcelona, he had to lay a little bit deeper as well. That's why
Yeah.
he never really thrived there.
And at City, it's free role for him because he pops up in the box. His late runs in the box is underrated, and that's something that midfielders do, but not all of them do
Lampard
it
is,
effectively. Lampard is, I was going to say, but
Lampard is
Yeah,
but
definitely
coming
Lampard
in
is-
and just finding the space.
Brentford drawing against West Ham, yeah, that should have been a clear win for West Ham, but they dropped the points there. Arsenal beating Leicester 4-2. Kind of expected for us to win, but I didn't expect it to be that tight. I mean, it was
That's
2-2 until what, the 90th minute?
Yeah,
So that was
that's
that
a
was,
concern for me for Arsenal.
Yeah, no, it was definitely alarming, bro.
And I think me and you spoke about this. I said, look, Arsenal, like you said, they look the strongest, they have the depth. But for me, look, as a Liverpool supporter, I'll say it again, coming through the pain of seeing City win a league when your team has been so great,
Yeah.
right? And it being down to draws, winning like that late, right, every week can take its toll on your team.
Yeah.
Eventually it can take its toll on your team, and there's going to come a time where they just might not get over the line, and that
Yeah.
can be what costs you.
100%.
And
I agree with
That's the only reason why I say I can't see Arsenal lifting the Premier League if they're
Yeah.
going to continue like that. Because you
Well,
can't
we
be
still
in
have, to be honest, like I'm not saying this only because I'm an Arsenal supporter, but you have to look at the situation holistically. And if once we get players like Odegaard back, once we get players like Marino clicking, once we manage to get, our defense has been brilliant, but we've been chopping and changing a lot with Ben White going out, Timber going out now.
Tim is really good. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah. And funny enough, Bird called him overrated. Because
No.
obviously didn't watch him much. I've watched him a bit at Ajax, and
Tim is really good, bro.
yeah, he's quite good. He's quite versatile,
Quality.
and he's what we need. Ben White should be shaking in his boots now, bro.
That breath of fresh air that Arsenal have this season in terms of Timber,
Mhm.
who's like a new signing. Calafiori looks
Yeah,
to be settling well in the
solid,
Premier League.
solid.
Thomas Partey looks like a new player.
Bruh,
Yo.
Thomas Partey, we must play him for the first
Bro.
or the first hour, and then wrap him in cotton wool. Or
That
bubble
guy,
wrap.
that
we need
guy
him.
looks like a different player. Like
Yeah.
whatever they've done at Arsenal, right? The medical staff with that guy over the last year and a half to get him to where he is now to recover from injuries. Like yo,
Do you know what? Do you know what sets him apart this season than from previous seasons? Right. Obviously, we're managing his time, his game time because of his injury, and he's been injury prone since he came to Arsenal. But his role has changed in the squad.
yeah,
He's not doing as much running because when we transition, the entire team transition, so it's not so much onus on a DM to make a tackle. He's got to play like Rice, that is an engine that mops up for him as well. So, and all Partey needs to do is make sure he protects
sit
the
in front of the
defense,
defense. Yeah,
and spread one or two passes a game that's going to break the line. So that's it. And I think that transition of giving him less responsibility, or in terms of movement on the pitch, I think that's been saving him so far. That's why
But-
he's still fit.
last season Arsenal had the best defense in the
Yeah.
league, right? We know that. Arsenal have a good defense, they have a good midfield. Their problem was always
Finishers,
the striker.
Yeah.
They haven't signed a striker.
Yeah.
And that is always at the back of my mind. Yes, Kai Havertz is scoring goals.
I lost it
Like-
because there were strikers available.
Exactly.
For premium, I understand.
There
They don't
was.
want to splurge because the market is crazy, but we should have signed a striker.
There was brilliant. Look, we won't say brilliant, but there was strikers that were available to make them. I said it last week. The striker that Bournemouth signed, Arsenal could have used. Evan Nielsen is not a bad striker.
Yeah.
He's a goal scorer. He's a proven goal scorer. And you don't need to look at Europe's top 5 leagues to go find a striker.
Bro, if you're playing in the Premier League strikers that are bringing in at least 15 plus goals in a lower squad with worse players will do well, and that's testament to Trossard, for instance.
Exactly.
Is look at him now with the difference with him playing with quality players or better quality players. I still think we should have locked down the Sri Lanka move. I think he would have
thrived at
he would have
Arsenal.
thrived. Or I think we should have just gone all out for Alexander Isak. He would be ideal as well, and he's got a connection with Mourinho, playing with Mourinho and Odegaard at Betis. So at Sociedad. So Yeah, but it's just we should have signed a striker.
I really thought when Barcelona put Vitor Roque up for sale,
That we were gonna snatch him.
I thought I wanted Liverpool to sign him because
Yeah.
he's 18 years old. He's
Yeah.
18. He's Brazilian. He's
He-
got all the traits to be a good player. He went to a
He
bad.
needs someone. He needs coaching, man.
Exactly. He's like Hendrik.
Yeah.
He's like Hendrik.
I would. Yeah.
Right? They both had the same hype around him in Brazil, and you can't take that away from him. A Brazilian boy getting that type of hype, he has to
Yeah.
be good.
100%.
Let's be realistic about that. He was looking for a club. He was looking to leave, and Barcelona wanted to sell him for what 20 million.
Yeah.
Arsenal needed a striker. Take the gamble on the boy.
Yeah.
You need a striker.
But we
He's
were
an
still
outfielder.
playing a whole clear out game. I mean, Eddie Nketiah only moved on the last. Smith only moved 2 days prior to. There was just we obviously want to stay within the lines of financial fair play and salaries and so forth. So that was a bit rough.
But I think January you guys signed a striker, man.
For sure, and I've been saying that in the forums. I've been saying it in the WhatsApp groups. Definitely gonna sign a striker.
I
in
think
Jan.
what
We
the-
should.
What the hurt news was the
Newcastle,
Sesto thing.
Newcastle holding City to a draw. Actually, City, funny enough, right? So they complained that Arsenal sat at the Etihad and we took a point, right? But they had the entire team at one point. They had the entire team in their box defending because they knew how vital that point was. So that's so controversial, man.
Whoever says that
Contradicting.
Arsenal
Should I
sat back against City didn't watch football.
say. Didn't watch, especially
Because-
the first half, right?
Yes, Arsenal were 10 men, but they scored the winning goal with 10 men.
Yeah.
So how could the team be sitting back if they scored a goal?
Yeah.
Don't
You're
you?
leading.
They
You're
put
leading
pressure
City at the
on
Etihad,
City.
where they haven't lost what for almost 60 games, right? Leading into that
Exactly.
game, and you're going down to 10 minutes halftime with the one goal lead. You are going to sit back.
But Arsenal didn't sit back. All they did was they allowed City the space.
Organization, that's it.
They just allowed City the space. Arteta has learned. Look, you can't go toe to toe with City. So what do? You set up traps on the field. You know City's going to come out and play.
Yeah,
So I'm going to give you the midfield space, right? I know I have fast wingers.
yeah,
I'm going to give you the midfield space. When I get the ball, I'm going to transition quick. We're not going to play through the middle anymore.
no, it's
The
done.
ball is going to go straight out wide. And we're going to
Yeah.
use our pace out wide.
Yes.
And our runners in the midfield to get forward. And that's what he did. Arsenal didn't play to create chances in that game. They
Yeah.
played on set pieces.
Yes,
And that's how they scored their winning goal. You can't take that away from Arteta. He needed to do something. And he found it. And that, I said to, we were speaking about it. And I said, look at when
90
Arsenal
seconds away
went
from
to
it.
10 men, what Arteta did. You look at when United went to 10 men, what Ten Hag did. And you will see the difference between a coach
Yeah.
or a manager who knows what he wants to do
mm-hmm.
and another manager who's just making changes for the sake of I have to.
Yeah.
Like, you can't knock what Arsenal did against City. That is City.
It's all for the tabloids, man. You know, when a story drops and you involve Arsenal, look at socials as well. Just post something controversial about Arsenal, you will get engagements. That's just because our fans are very reactionary. So I think it was just media running away with that one. Obviously, Spurs losing 3-0, beating United 3-0 at Old Trafford. That's becoming a bit of a trend. Becoming a bit of a. Nah, I watched the game. I watched the first 2 goals go in. I mean, two losses, 3-0 losses at Old Trafford to top 6 opposition. That's concerning. That's alarming, in fact.
For me, it's the goal that was scored because, you know, Erik ten Hag,
Yeah.
stick to the plan. Now, what is the plan? Because, bro, 2 weeks in a row you can see the same goal.
Yeah.
Against FC Twente, they had a defender run through the entire team, lay the ball across,
Yeah.
goal.
Van der Ven done the same thing.
Against Tottenham, exactly the same thing. And I've had United supporters online saying, Rashford lost the ball. Why didn't he track back? Guys,
Since when
Rashford
does
is a forward player.
since
Do you
when does he
expect
track
Rashford to track back 70 yards
Yeah.
against Van der Ven, right? When Van der Ven, behind Rashford, Van der Ven runs past 5 players.
Yeah. That was a
Where's
that
the
was
heart,
a,
bro?
that was a horrible goal to concede. Well, props to Mickey, you know, for making that run and to seeing
Good run.
the opportunity. Easy tap in for obviously for Brendan Johnson, but that should not have been allowed, bro.
Look, the thing is this with Man United. Where's the
That
heart?
does not happen in Arsenal, bro. Neither does it in
Arsenal,
Liverpool.
Liverpool, City. Where's the heart, bro? You know, for example, I'm not gonna.
If I can't win the ball, I'm gonna foul you.
Exactly. I'm gonna take a yellow card for the team.
Yeah.
But that doesn't happen at United. They don't want to get yellow cards. They don't want to. You don't have anybody throwing himself in the way. And when you talk about it to them, they're like, "Why are you always bashing it, bro?" Growing up watching football,
Come on.
as rival supporters,
Yeah.
is this the United we know?
I feared going to Old Trafford, my guy.
Bro,
I still have flashbacks of that 8-2. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's the United that I know. That's United. But I banged church for that match 8-2, and I thought, the Lord punish me now because why did I should have been in church? Now I'm witnessing 10 goals go in.
So
so that's the old United that and it's hard. Why we give you guys so much stick and why we there's always banter around United is because you make it so easy. Because we've the same, not hate, I wouldn't say hate, I wouldn't use the term hate, but the same way we feel about Man City right now is how we felt about United.
Yeah. Look,
under Fergie, and you said something very. Say it again. Say it again. I want you guys to hear this.
Okay.
Say this again now.
So,
because I agree with this.
This is a question for the United fans. Is it time to accept your team for what it is?
Ten Hag, see that says Ten Hag is a.
Ten Hag, please extend bro's contract to 2040. Yo, look.
As a Liverpool supporter,
so
we love that. Yeah.
Is it time now for United fans to accept what Man United is? And let's go post Ferguson. United were a mediocre team.
Yeah.
Realistically, they were not sustaining success. They were a struggling team. They went 40 years. You talk about 30 years, they went 40 years without winning a league trophy.
Yeah.
Fergie came, he brought him success.
Yeah.
Right?
Monumental success.
Exactly.
Consistent.
He did.
Throughout his reign, he was winning.
He did. He was that time's Pep.
Yeah.
He did the job, right? He put United here. Fergie leaves. United go back to
Gone.
mediocrity.
Since Fergie left, right? They've tried so much. They've tried Moyes. They've tried. They even went as far as got Mourinho in there to win him the Europa.
Louis van
But
Gaal.
Louis van Gaal, like,
international managers that have success on international and club level.
But they can't win the league. They
So,
can't
is it
make
safe?
any waves.
Is it safe to say that United fans need to accept the reality is that Man United always have been
Fergie made Man United.
a
That's
mid-table club, and that Sir Alex Ferguson was Man United.
Yeah.
Is it time for them to accept that?
No, that's
A question you have to ask, because you blame the Glazers. Now you bring in Ineos, right? And I know Ineos in their first season and so forth.
Yeah.
Blame the Glazers, you bring in Ineos, right? You've had, like you said, different managers. You've spent all this money.
Yeah.
Your club finished 8th last season. They are laying 21st in the Europa League. That is not the Man United we know and grew up
in the
with.
league or something, yeah.
Right? They're laying 14th in the league. If they lose today, they can probably go down to 16th.
They're 3 points outside the league.
Exactly. So, is it time for them to actually go back?
Today.
Liverpool had to do this. Liverpool had to do this. When in the Benitez era, when Benitez left, we had Roy Hodgson. We had to accept 6th place is where we need to end off. Right? We get to Europa League, we can attract talent. Then we get to the Champions League, we can attract talent. That needs to happen.
Mr. Versatile says City don't get enough hate. To be honest with you, so I'm gonna just touch on that, Mr. Versatile. So we can't hate City because we don't know a lot of Manchester City fans. They don't have a history, and their whole success has been controversial. You know what I mean? We know what the media is not telling us. We know the dodgy, under the table, brown envelope moves that they're doing in order to get that success. Like, we know that. You know, you can't tell me Haaland cost 35 million. Come on, you know what I mean? We know this, so there is no hate towards City because they've been doing it for so long, and we know what they're all about. You gotta give respect to Pep, you know, for putting together a team like that and to compete, you know, at that level consistently. But obviously, with unlimited budget, anything's possible, my guy.
That's true.
You know what I mean? I can buy me a Mark 1 now. If I have unlimited budget, I'm taking on Ferraris. I'm taking on Lamborghinis. You know what I mean? Because I've got an unlimited budget. I can go change my engine now tomorrow. So same thing with why City don't get that much hate is because honestly we don't care. We would rather. I saw it last season, right? We had rival fans cheering on City just so that Arsenal won't win the league, because it means nothing when City wins it again. But if Arsenal had to win, we'd still be talking about it. We would be hearing it. We'd be going to our workplace and we'd be getting banter. So that's why City don't get hate, because what's there to hate?
Like, it's a common thing, man. I won't say it's a common thing, but if you understand, watch football, love football, grew up around football, when you see a club that has nurtured, used their own homegrown talents, you know, buying weekend players, creating stars. It means so much more when you win the league, because you're winning it for your people. Then you have City, who have 3 squads that can just go off on international duty and go compete for a World Cup trophy.
Yeah.
Right? And they win the league and it's just another one.
It's just another
It's
one.
just another. Bro,
Like,
Liverpool, that
although
year
this
City won the
season-
treble.
Now, this season, something has to change, right? We cannot allow them. There will be more hate after this season. We cannot allow them to win to a 5-peat. There is no way we can allow that. One of our teams are going to have to win it, maybe
Bro.
even Chelsea to come up, but we cannot allow City to turn
I
this
don't
league into
think
a
City's
farmers
winning the
league.
league this season. I honestly don't. And I think Pep knows it as well.
I think the Rodri injury solidifies that, to be honest.
Not just that.
He's crucial, bro. He's
Whenever
crucial.
City. So
You'll
let's
see the true Man City. You'll see what they're all about come December.
but
When
when
that
has City
fixes-
won the league? When has City won the league? Let's go back. City have won the league every time they've had a bad start to the league.
Yeah.
Because like you say, if City start good, January
Yeah.
is the time where you don't see City. If City start bad,
Yeah.
that end of the season is where they pick up form. And that's what wins in the league.
Yeah. But Versatile says, yeah, I feel you, bro. But 5 in a row is just crazy.
Yeah,
It's crazy, and I don't think anyone wants to see that, because
the
then
Prem becomes a farmer's league.
yes, for sure. I would
Bundesliga
rather say we will
2.0,
become
bro.
Bundesliga 2.0 because that will just be buying all over again.
Is it safe to say that the Prem is kind of a farmer's league?
Currently, you know, currently. Last season you had 2 teams. You had 2 teams competing. The season before you had 1 team competing. The season before you had 2 teams competing. It's, you know what I mean?
I just want to ask this question.
Very, yeah, exactly.
So-
very expensive.
Question then, like you're saying, the leagues become a farmer's league. City have won, 6 out of the last 7,
Yeah.
right?
Thanks, Liverpool.
But that's my question. People say, it's a COVID trophy, it's a this and that. The achievement in itself against this City team
Yeah.
in this generation, you can't write it off.
Without the cop, man, you know?
You can't
That's
accept.
why
Bro.
I put a bit of it, like, I'm going to be honest now, I put a bit of an asterisk with Liverpool's, you know, win, with the success with that, the COVID Cup as we call it. Because that was, a lot of people feel, especially rival fans feel that Liverpool were a bit spoon-fed with the refs, because that was the year, the inception of VAR. You know, that's where Liverpool comes from. But to do that, to pull it off, especially what happened the season prior, you know, with this reaching a monumental number in terms of your points, I think it was a good, very, very good season. And without doing it without fans, my gosh, Liverpool, without the cop.
Everyone talks about Liverpool and the backing of Anfield as a 12th man, and that's what makes Liverpool great.
Yeah.
But like you said, to do it without fans, and
Yeah.
people don't understand, that's the earliest the league has ever been won.
Yeah,
Liverpool literally won that league in January.
yeah,
When did we go into lockdown? The break was after December.
yeah.
So essentially Liverpool won the league before
Sadio
we
Mane
even
was on fire.
But the thing is, before we even went on break, and when we came back from the COVID break, every squad.
Would you agree that your front line won you that league? It was nothing
No.
to do with your midfield,
No.
nothing to do with your
No.
defense. Your front line won you that league.
No, our defense won us that league.
Nah, but you were outscoring teams, my guy.
That was the
you were winning
year.
games 4-3.
That was the year.
That front line was Javon? The front line
Our,
won
front,
in that league.
our
right?
front line was scoring goals, but go back.
Nah,
you can
man,
check
you
it.
outscored everyone, bro. That
Bro, you
front
can
line
check
was
it. That was the
amazing.
year that Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez both got into the team of the season. Joe Gomez had his best season at Liverpool. That was the year we conceded the least amount of goals.
Yeah,
in
I
the
mean,
league.
your fullbacks were also fresh. Obviously,
Exactly.
your Robertsons and your Alex.
And that's what
Arnolds.
Andy Robertson
was
said at the
fresh.
beginning of the season. What feels different is we've sorted out the defense this season, and that was key. He said the last time we won the league was when we were defensively good.
Yeah.
We
But you
weren't
guys have never
exposed.
been. You guys haven't been the same since Mane left. Now, let's be honest.
Mane, I would say, I'm gonna. It's
Be honest, man. Impartial. You take a Liverpool sport hat.
It's not Mane. For me,
I'm not saying it's Mane only. I'm just saying since he's left, you haven't looked the same. You haven't been the same.
No, it's not.
Liverpool
It's,
that
you
had
see, a lot of fans or a lot of rival fans will say it's Sadio Mane because of the Mane Salah thing, right? Liverpool has still been consistent in attack. We still scored goals. We still created the most goal-scoring opportunities. But what people don't understand is Liverpool have never been the same. There was 2 players that left that team, and that 2 players we've only replaced now realistically. Was Gini Wijnaldum as our box-to-box. Never replaced that legs in the midfield, right?
Yeah.
And the decline of Fabinho was key to Liverpool, not because when we won the league, Fabinho that year was the player that was above Kante that year, and that's what won Liverpool the league. Nobody can dispute that. We never replaced
It's your front
Fabinho.
line, man. Let's be honest. Your
It's
front
not that
line
front line, bro.
won you that league.
Because then I'm going to say when Bobby Firmino left, we should have declined even further.
So let's just look at the
But he
player
didn't.
stats. So we obviously we've got a few game weeks in, so very early in the season. But Haaland's on 10 goals already. Is he running away with Golden Boot?
No.
Or is there any other takers?
Haaland's going to get the injury. I don't wish it on him, but he's going to.
No, man, I don't hear that, man. But I
I
mean,
don't wish it on him, but he's going to. He's
because
going to.
if he continues like this, he might actually have a record-scoring season.
It's not that. The thing is this. Haaland is becoming arrogant. He's becoming very arrogant.
But I mean, rightfully so, though.
No, but the comments you make after the Arsenal game to Arteta. Calm down.
Yeah,
Relax.
be humble.
Be humble.
But
You're
right-
telling professional players that.
He's the best striker in the world right now.
Yes, he is.
So it comes
Granted.
with arrogance.
So if City draw Stoke City,
Yeah.
right? They draw Stoke City in the FA Cup. We all know. What's that guy's name? Ryan Shawcross. Is it Shawcross?
Yeah.
Bro, that man's gonna break Haaland in 2, bro. 2 foot you, red card, I don't care.
Nah, City gets a lot of protection from the refs, and I
No,
think
that's fine.
coming into that game, any team from anywhere in the league, whether you're in 3rd tier, 2nd tier, you know this fact. So therefore, tackles hasn't been at hardcore, man.
But-
And City gets protected by the refs, so you will think twice about putting in a dodgy tackle
Look,
or
against
leaving
the-
one in with a man. 'cause
Against the
you're gonna
big
get bookings.
clubs. Let's go against the big clubs,
Mhm.
right? Arsenal, Liverpool, those teams that are gunning for the league.
Yeah.
Those centre backs are going to come down hard on Haaland. Look, Rodri's not in the picture anymore. They know he's gone for the season. Who is the focal point of City? It's Haaland.
Yeah.
So now if you nullify Haaland, you nullify Man City.
'Cause
They
they
are
don't-
going to tackle
They don't
this
have
guy,
anything
bro.
else. So without Haaland, they don't.
Exactly.
Who's their main number
Can you
9?
recall how Hazard used to get kicked at Chelsea being the talisman?
Yeah.
How Thierry Henry used to get kicked being the talisman at Arsenal? That is going to happen to Haaland because this guy is embarrassing defenses
Yeah.
week in, week out.
So we're looking at the top goals so far. So Palmer obviously laying second with 6. I'm gonna say it. Well done to Palmer. I called him a one-season wonder. I didn't expect him to continue. So props. But who I'm really surprised by and who I'm actually impressed by this season is Luis Diaz.
Lucho, he's playing for a contract, bro.
He's playing for a contract, bro, and he's playing with a lot of confidence. He's not only that he's taking on players, but he's taking more shots now from range, and that just shows that the confidence that he's currently playing with now.
You see,
And last season, a lot of Liverpool supporters wanted him out.
yep.
They were blaming him for losing the league. They were blaming
Yep.
him for missing chances. They didn't see what they really had. But this season is a clear difference.
There's improvement, yes, clearly.
Massive improvement.
But I think that improvement is also down to the form of Cody Gakpo. He knows that Gakpo is, look, people won't like this, but
Is it?
as a dribbler,
Mm.
Gakpo is amazing.
Silky smooth.
Have
no.
you seen players knock him off the ball?
Silky
I haven't.
smooth. He knows how to hold on to the
Right?
ball.
He knows how to
protect
hold the ball.
well.
He cuts in well.
Mm.
He can shoot from distance,
Yeah.
right? Technical
His
ability.
end product needs work, but I mean, he's got everything going
He's
for
got
him.
that work
especially
rate
at
also.
dribbling.
He's got
Yeah.
that work rate. He can play central. He can play on the wing. And I think Diaz.
We haven't seen his best yet, though.
No, we
'Cause
haven't.
I've seen when you signed him, I was actually quite nervous about that signing because like, oh, you got him and you got him in early. I think you got him in like before was it the World Cup or the Euros?
We got him in January.
Yeah, so
Gakpo.
he was, and he just came off on that. Yeah, it was the
Off the
Saudi
World
World Cup.
Cup.
Yeah,
Came from
he
the
just
World
came
Cup.
off and he had a good
a
campaign
good
as
World
well.
Cup, yeah.
So I was nervous, but we still haven't seen the best of him.
I think that.
Do you think Slot will bring out the best in him?
for Gakpo?
Gakpo?
I do. Ideally, I do. I think that a lot of Liverpool supporters won't like this, but I think that Jota needs to be sold. I really do. Because, yes, he's a goal scorer, he's scoring goals,
Crucial goals.
crucial goals, but the injuries,
Yeah.
it's mounting. And
So who's your ideal? So Liverpool, your ideal front three, week in, week out. Currently.
Week in, week out, ideal front three. I would go, obviously Diaz on the left wing, because currently he's the cream of the crop in the Prem as a left winger, right? I'm gonna go striker. I wanna say Gakpo.
Yeah.
I want to say him, but I'm gonna actually go Mo Salah playing central.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go Salah playing central.
I did not see that coming, bro.
Bro,
That's not my
that was what Slot wanted to do in the beginning of the season, right? I'm gonna go Salah central, and I'm gonna go Chiesa on the right wing, right?
My front line for Liverpool is Luis Diaz on the left, Mo Salah on the right, and honestly, Darwin Núñez is
But he's not a striker.
He's a number 9, my guy.
Where has he scored most of his goals?
I understand that.
Coming out wide, bro.
I understand that, but I think in the
his
front
style
three
needs to be fine-tuned, man. If you ask me now,
yeah, he's quite young, and he does also another player that needs coaching, but that would be my front three. I would find a way to make it.
the thing is with
because the thing is he can score with his head, he can score with both his feet.
That's true.
You know, and a player like that also thrives on
Bro,
confidence.
I'm a Darwin
We saw a bit of
fan,
him,
bro. Like, look, okay. You ask me front three. If you're gonna go front four now, I would then drop Salah into the number 10.
Yeah.
Just give him a free roll. He's at that age. Give him a free roll. In the 10, you can play Darwin in front.
Yeah.
You play Chiesa on the right. You play Diaz on the left. Pace for days, bro.
How good is your knowledge on management, Premier League management? I've got a little quiz for you, easy one, 10 questions. You up for it?
Let's go. We can do it.
Up for it?
Always up for it, though.
Alright.
Always up
Seeing that
for
we
it.
don't have our quiz daddy here today, I'm gonna put the challenge out to Kieran.
I'm gonna
And,
struggle, guys. I'm just saying. I'm
Sorry, I'm
just
using
saying.
your government name, mate, but hey,
This man,
let's just do
bro.
this.
He's using this. Yo.
Alright, cool. So this is gonna be a very easy one. Let's just start it off with which manager has the most Premier League titles in the history of the Premier League?
In the history of the Premier League itself.
Yep.
Most titles. Fergie.
So Alex Ferguson, nice. Who was the first non-British manager to win the Premier League?
The first non-British manager
to win the Premier League. I'll give you a hint, he was French.
Ranieri.
No,
No. Wenger.
Arsene Wenger, correct. Which manager led, this is an easy one, if I just say Leicester, you'd know. Yeah, Ranieri. Right, that was a very easy one. Which manager has won back-to-back Premier League titles with Manchester City in 2018 and 2019?
Pep.
Yeah. Who was the first manager to reach 1,000 Premier League games in charge?
Ooh. The first.
The very first.
Yo. Okay. No, that is not. It's not Wenger. It's not Fergie.
TikTok.
It's not Wenger. It's not Fergie.
That is Wenger.
Is it Wenger?
Yeah.
I thought he only
was
like
fir-
800 games.
No. Remember when Fergie when Fergie left, he was the longest serving. Fergie was the longest serving. I think he clocked 21 years.
Yes.
And then Wenger
You're right.
clocked
You're right.
22 years.
You're
So
right.
Fergie was just shy of his 1,000
You're
caps.
right.
Yeah. Who was the first? Who was the Premier League manager? Sorry, which Premier League manager has managed the most different clubs in the competition? I mentioned it earlier, actually.
Big Sam.
Sam Allardyce.
Sam Allardyce. Big Sam, the man to save United.
That the relegation king. Who is the only manager to win the Premier League with 2 different clubs?
The only manager
The
to win
only
the Premier
manager to
League
win the Prem with
with
2
two different clubs.
Yeah. He's only been one.
With 2 different clubs.
There's only been one. Want to take a guess?
Did Ranieri win it with... No.
Oh, you're obsessed with Ranieri.
No. 2 managers. No?
You won with 2 different clubs in his time, and he's still a manager currently.
In the Prem.
Yeah.
He's still managing.
No,
He's not
the Prem,
managing
no.
in the Prem, no? 2 different clubs, he won the Premier League.
It takes a very special manager to pull that off.
It's not Jose.
The special one, mate. The
Who did he
special
win
one.
the... Wait, there's
Chelsea
2
and Man
different...
United.
He never won the Prem with Man United?
He won the Prem with Man United, yes.
He came second.
No, he's won the Prem with Man United. It was 2008.
Bro, Jose Mourinho never won the Premier League with Man United. He came second. He never ever won the Premier League.
So is the Premier League side wrong because it says Jose Mourinho is the only one to win the Premier League with two different
No,
clubs?
bruh. He's never won it.
That's
He
embarrassing,
won it-
guys. This is coming off the Premier League side. No,
He won it with Chelsea. He left Chelsea.
I'm gonna have to fact check this, my
He
guy.
came back and he won it again with Chelsea. He never won it with United. He literally said his biggest achievement with United was coming second in the Premier League.
But why would the Premier League side have that? Oh shoot, guys, fix up, please. This is embarrassing. Which Premier League manager has won the most Manager of the Month awards?
Ooh. Which Premier manager?
Which Premier League manager has won the most Manager of the Month awards?
Is it Pep?
Sorry, you were saying?
In his entire time at the
Yeah.
Premier. Isn't it Pep?
Sir Alex Ferguson. Remember Pep? The Pep don't win a lot of Manager of the Month awards.
Yo,
which is
okay,
weird. He
okay.
doesn't really win
Yeah,
a lot of
like
Manager of the
I'm-
Month. He just gets his results and he moves on.
You know what?
But
I
was there
wasn't
something
even
special
thinking about the Fergie Wenger because
Yeah.
it makes sense it would be Fergie having the prize like, yo.
Who was the first manager to win a Premier League title with a London club?
Wenger?
Premier League, yeah, Wenger. And then lastly, which Premier League manager was in charge when Blackburn Rovers won their first and only Premier League in 1995?
Kevin Keegan, if I'm not mistaken.
Kenny Dalglish.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
didn't
not-
even let me finish.
You said Kevin Keegan.
But I was like Kevin Keegan, and then it's either Kevin Keegan or
so-
Kenny because I know it's a
so
a Liverpool legend.
bar the mistake, bar the Jose Mourinho mistake. I'll fix up. I mean, out of 9, you managed to get 7, so well done. Not bad. Not
I
bad.
was gonna
I
say
think
that
Quiz will probably. Who says he won the Europa?
whoever coached Villa.
Oh yeah, he's won the
Mourinho did
Europa.
not win the league with United. This is football heritage.
Alright, so we're gonna just do a quick 5 predictions to wrap things up. Yeah, I still need to set up my Super Brew so I can do that. But yeah, let's start from the early kickoff. Palace hosting Liverpool.
3-0.
You can go first. 3-0 Liverpool.
3-0 Liverpool.
3-0 Liverpool.
At Selhurst Park.
At Selhurst Park.
3-0 Liverpool.
I'm going 3-1 Liverpool.
Okay.
Liverpool will concede.
Yeah, you've
Mateta
been
will
saying
score.
Eze is gonna score.
Mateta's gonna score. Arsenal hosting Southampton.
Arsenal at home.
Yeah.
Sure. Arsenal's gonna score 4.
4-0. 4-0?
Yeah, 4-0.
Okay.
Arsenal keep a clean sheet. at home.
Yeah, I'm going 6-0 this one.
Sure.
Bro, I'll go 6-0. Brentford hosting Wolves.
Brentford home.
I say it's gonna be a 1-1
1-0.
draw. It's
I
gonna be
say
boring.
1-0. 1-0 to Brentford.
1-0 to Brentford. I say 1-1 draw. Leicester hosting Bournemouth. I'll start with this one. I think Bournemouth is gonna surprise him. Maybe like a 2-1 shocker.
I'm going 1-1 league.
Going 1-1 draw there.
The Foxes at home.
Foxes at home.
I think
Yeah,
Vardy's.
King Power.
I think Vardy's scoring today, bro.
Yeah, I took him out my team.
Vardy's
I
gonna
took him out
score.
my team this game week
Vardy's scoring.
because he hasn't been bringing me points. Man City hosting Fulham. Fulham's on hot form as well, bro.
City's playing home.
City's playing home.
2-1. Man City.
I'm going 1-0 Man City.
1-0.
It's a bit tight game. Tight
I
game.
think 2-1. I think Haaland's gonna score
I think
2.
Fulham's gonna hold on, or United, or City's gonna score 1 and just like chill. But that's gonna be a 1-0 for me. West Ham hosting Ipswich.
West Ham, Ipswich, 1-1
Birds is
draw.
2-1 to City.
1-1 draw for West Ham, Ipswich.
2-1 win for Ipswich. I think a lot.
Away
2-1s
from home,
today. Yeah,
London.
yeah. I'm just gonna call it. Everton hosting Newcastle.
Yo,
Away
3.
from home and away from home. Merseyside.
3-1 Newcastle, bro.
3-1 Newcastle.
I think Newcastle have.
Hey, Birds said Ipswich is gonna win.
Yo, 3-1 Newcastle, bro.
3-1 Newcastle. 2-0. 2-0 to Newcastle. Yeah. Sunday's games are looking very good. Villa.
3-0 Villa.
Villa hosting Man United.
3-0 Aston Villa.
3-0 Aston Villa. I'm gonna be controversial and say that game's gonna be a draw. 2-2.
You think United's in a.
Yeah. Villa fumbled last week against was it Ipswich?
Yeah.
They fumbled. They would have gone top.
But I think Villa's playing with a lot of hype right now after
Yeah.
beating Bayern. That team is confident, bro. And
Yeah.
United
I think
are
United's
very
gonna.
short of confidence.
I know, but United's gonna pull off a draw. I don't
Look
know.
the
I see
way,
it, bro.
can I just say this? The way that United's playing at the moment is like that players want to get Ten Hag out the door as soon as possible.
Tools on. Someone said that in the week.
They
as
are
well.
really the way they are
Tools
playing.
on thing,
They
yeah.
they don't want him in it, and this can be the game before the international break. Exactly, he's gonna be gone.
I honestly thought he will make it. I know that they have someone in the pipeline. They've got Ruud van Nistelrooy waiting to take over there. And
Gareth
it
Southgate.
would, laughable stuff. But I thought they're not going to make it till Christmas, but it's not looking likely anymore. It's not looking likely.
Yeah.
You cannot be dropping so much points.
Look, the thing and the way he sounds in press conferences, it's like he's already left the job.
Yeah.
That's the sad part.
He knows only he knows his end date.
We
He
saw it with
decided.
Ollie. We saw it with
Yeah.
Ollie. Like when you do your post matches, like he's left the job.
So what's your prediction?
So
Question though.
Question, huh?
Why? Because it's like managers are leaving, bro. And the same thing's happening. Players are throwing the guy under the bus. There must be something else happening in the club.
Yeah.
bro,
Because, and apparently, and this is just coming off rumors that I'm hearing on Twitter, is that the signings that are coming in is not necessarily the signings that he's dictating.
it's
That's not what he's
Ineos that
signing.
wanted these players. It's not him.
So I think that that's a classic case of puppet vibes. You know, you play under our rules, you play the way we want you to, you sign the play, you
Yeah.
work with the players that we give you. So I don't know, mate. There's a lot, and I think when Ten Hag does get the sack, he's probably going to come out and you're going to hear quite a bit. There's going to be studios that's going to be lining up interviews with him to find out
He's
what
not
happened.
a bad manager. I'm
not
gonna
a
say
bad
that.
man.
And
Mate.
this is
not.
NBAs and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
Look, he's-
With Mourinho, that one was more, all of them, bro. Are just
And
like-
these are top coaches, bro.
Exactly.
So there's definitely something happening in the background that we are not aware of, but we will find out, soon enough. The story will be dropped. But yeah, they're building a new stadium and investing a lot of money. I don't know what's going on there, mate. How are you
Bro.
paying for that also?
No, how are you paying for that all, bro?
Okay, hey. But yeah, your prediction, Villa United. We haven't done the
3-0,
prediction.
bro.
3-0 to Villa, says Bird. I'm going a 2-2 draw. I don't know. I just feel like that's one of those games, one of those.
Maguire to
It's
come
early
and
kickoff
score
on
again.
a, not early kickoff, but it's kickoff on a Sunday. Chelsea hosting Nottingham. Nottingham has a knack for winning away from home to beat
1-1.
clubs.
1-1.
Nah, Chelsea's gonna win. I think they're gonna win quite convincingly. I think probably gonna be like a 2-0 clean win.
Aye, the thing is, no, what I've noticed about Forest, Nuno, when he was at Wolves, we saw it coming against the big teams. This guy knows how to set up his team, bro.
Yeah,
So they're gonna make it difficult for Chelsea. They're gonna make it very difficult. I'm gonna go 1-1, bro.
yeah.
I
I'm
think
gonna
Forest
say-
will score. They'll probably score first,
Mm.
and you're right. Chelsea will score.
Yeah,
They will score, but
at the
1-1, bro.
because they're on hot form right now. They're scoring goals.
Oh, they're just mad.
Ten Hag is the reason Spurs made the Champions League final. Yeah, that's so true. I didn't get your prediction there, bud. Anyways, yeah, 3-0 to Villa. I'm going 2-2 Chelsea. I'm gonna say Chelsea's gonna win 2-0. Like I said, a very clean one. And then lastly, Brighton hosting Spurs. That game, and that's in Hove. So, where are you going? What are you thinking?
2-1, Brighton.
2-1 Brighton. I agree with that. That's yeah, we actually agree on one.
I
2-1
think
2-1
Spurs is
Brighton.
that
Yeah.
type of team, and they have a good result, and then just
Yeah,
bang, here we go again.
yeah.
That-
you
that's
can't
Spurs.
counter.
There's no consistency there.
And you can't counter the result against United. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chatterbird says
3-2 to Spurs. Oh, that's
Ooh.
gonna be. Hey. But yeah, I do think it's gonna be a tight game.
I
But
think Brighton's winning that one, yeah.
yeah, 2-1 to Brighton. I think definitely 2-1 to Brighton.
Spurs have, look, let's be realistic. That win against United was Spurs' first away win since December, bro. That's how bad that performance was.
Away win.
That's
Oh.
their first away win in the league since December, bro.
Yeah, they really made the Spurs look good, no? Man United.
Yo, bro, I was shocked.
Sure.
Nah, but I was shocked, and like I can't see them going to Brighton, where Brighton are playing really good football.
Oh, that's crazy, bro.
And they're going
considering like I don't even know I'm not flexing. I hate to bring my team in, but like for this year it's like October now, bro.
Yeah.
And we haven't lost a game away from home yet. And we've played everywhere, bro. We played at the Etihad twice already. We played at Anfield. Nah, I'm kidding.
You don't play that.
I'm kidding. That was last season. That
You
was
know,
last year.
that's
That's
where,
coming.
That's where Arsenal
That's coming.
really get put to the sword, bro.
Mate,
Arsenal fans don't
it's
like.
been 2 years since you guys beat us there.
You still
at,
like coming
at
to Anfield, though.
It's been 2 years since you beat us at Anfield, though.
When Liverpool lay it down at Arsenal, we lay it down, bro.
Johnson and Johnson. I've actually transferred him into my FPL team, and I think he's probably going to score this week. But Brighton will win 2-1. Before we close off, is there an outrageous take? I know you've probably gave us like 4 today, but it's opening up with Gravenberg being the best in Europe. But what's your outrageous take for this game week coming up?
United to get another red card.
Damn.
There is no discipline in that squad.
Okay, I'm gonna go further and ask you who. Call me Bruno again.
I'm not gonna say Bruno, but I'm not. Look, they got his thing overturned. They got his thing overturned. He's gonna be walking on thin.
I wouldn't start him, to be honest with you.
I would drop him.
I actually thought that the red card that he picked up last week was a blessing in disguise, because now it's forced the coach to try something new, because Bruno's not working out. I don't know if it's a confidence thing or there's something happening in the background or maybe in his personal life, but it's not working out. The decisions he's making on the pitch is it's whack. And that's not what we expect from Bruno. There's simple through balls that he's overheating or underheating. It's just, I don't know, bro. I need United support to tell me, but
United to
there's something going on with
United to get a red card, right, in the Villa game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going off of that because, like I said, that team has no discipline. I don't know if you've watched the last 2 games.
Yeah.
Have you seen the tackles, the way Martinez has been lunging into tackles?
Yeah.
The referees are looking at
There's that one where they caught him in a shot where he was literally in the air, both his feet, 2 feet
Exactly.
going out.
And he did the same thing last week, did the same thing in the week again. So, like, bro, that team is a walking bro.
Since he started there, I like his ball contribution, and for a guy that's 5'9", he wins a lot of headers, so he does have that in his locker, but he's very aggressive, and I think he's a bit too aggressive for the Prem. For what the Prem used to be, you know, in the late 90s, 2000s, by all means, he would thrive. But now with the referees and the VARs and everyone, look, PGM all getting involved, it's not ideal, bro. And that type of play should not be allowed in today's game. And you can argue the game's gone soft, and I'm also one to say that.
But players need to be protected.
But players need to be protected, bro, especially with the amount of games we play now.
I was just about to bring that up. Like, we can all say the game's gone soft. I'm a footballer. You've played football. I don't think the game has gone soft. I think that these rules are put in place because, like you say, the number of games. Players can't be receiving those type of tackles that they received 10 years ago.
100%.
And they're playing 60, 70 games a year.
Yeah.
Body will never sustain it, bro.
1000%, bro. But Kieron, thank you very much for coming to the stream once more. Hope to see you here more often, more frequently as well. And short for everyone that joined in the United should set up like Villa does. United should do a 4-4-2. That's what I feel. But thank you for everyone that joined the stream today. We are looking forward to the up and coming fixtures. I hope we get our predictions right. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, just pop a like, pop a subscribe, maybe even share one of our videos as well, and we'll continue bringing you good content. Gideon, anything you want to end off with there?
No. The usual. Guys, stay blessed.
Yeah. Peace. Cheers, guys, and Palace is going to win.
Last thing before we go, guys, if you can, feed the hungry and clothe the poor. You never walk alone.
You heard it here first. Shot my guy for sticking 8.